part as well. So all I'm going to ask you to do for me is tell me, without looking at it, what the words are for the first verse. And you don't even have to sing them. You can just speak them. So I know we go for our do, mi, so, do, so, mi, do. Every
Tilly culture music students knows you must learn your scales and your arpeggios. Bring the music ringing from your chest to not your nose when you sing your scales and your arpeggios.
First verse is good. Do you know how the second verse starts?
Yeah.
If. So there's your first word. Go for it.
If you're faithful to your daily practicing, you will find your progress is encouraging. Do mi, so mi, fa, la, so it goes when you sing your scales and your arpeggios.
So try just those first two verses out now for memory, okay?
Do mi, so, so mi, do mi, so, do.
Oh, that's okay. That's all. This one only is the short one. Yeah.
Do mi, so mi, do mi, so.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll do it one more time.
Do mi, so mi, do. Music students knows you must learn your scales and your arpeggios. Bring the music ringing from your chest and not your nose when you sing your scales and your arpeggios. If you're faithful to your daily practicing, you will find your progress is encouraging. Do mi, so mi, fa, la, so it goes when you sing your scales and your arpeggios.
Let's keep going.
Do mi, so mi, do mi, so mi, do. First it seems as though it doesn't show.
Try that, and when you sing, there's a lot of the words like though. I think you have to sing though twice. Try to put a little extra the on there. So though it seems, though at first it seems as though it doesn't show. Try to make those words your important go-to words.
Though at first it seems that though it doesn't show.
Keep going.
Like ability would and
That's
grow. If you're smart, you'll learn by heart what every artist knows. You must sing your scales and your arpeggios.
Yay, there you go. So I think you're pretty close to having it down pat for memory. So I'll put that one down for your memory piece there. Now, before we go forward, I want to get you actually onto a new piece right away because I'll forget and then your lesson will be over and I'll have forgotten. All right, so great singing for that. And usually after Thanksgiving, I know you may think I'm a little weird, but I know that you are used to working hard for the things that you do, so you know it takes time. I usually start a little bit of seasonal music, like Christmassy stuff, because first and foremost, we need to have happy music. Second of all, if we don't start now, I swear to you, it's hard to get it learned at Christmas. Like if we wait right till December, everybody gets busy shopping and stuff. So it's good if we start now, then you'll have some nice Christmas music learned. So I'm going to give you a Christmassy piece. And so I have... Yeah.
My family loves Christmas.
Oh, good. Yeah, I normally, in a normal year, I usually direct choirs as well, and I have to start preparing Christmas music in August, because I have to plan in August, and then we start like at the end of September. But because the choir right now isn't meeting up, I was like, we're doing Christmas music no matter what. Okay, so this particular song is from the Polar Express. I don't know if you know this song. It's called Believe. Maybe, or does the...
I might. I will have to hear
Okay,
it.
I think you'll really... Have you seen the movie The Polar Express?
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think it's played near the end of the movie, but I could be totally out to lunch. But it's a really beautiful song. Definitely, if you can, see if you can get a chance to listen to the original version or even see the clip from the movie. And so I'll explain sort of how the song goes. There is one note in the song, just one out of the whole song, that's extremely high. And if you think it's too high for you to handle, we can adjust that note and change it. But for right now, I'll sort of teach it to you sort of the normal way first, and then we'll figure that out afterwards, okay? I don't want you to feel like you have to strain or anything. Okay, so let's go over the words first of all. So, if you don't mind, I'll ask you to speak the words to me first from Children Sleeping.
Children sleeping, snow is softly falling.
Dreams.
Oh,
Yeah.
dreams are calling like bells in the distance. We were dreamers not so long ago, but one by one we all had to grow up. When it seems the magic slipped away, we find it all again on Christmas Day.
So here's where it gets a little weird. The B that you see there, you have to go over to where it says chorus to believe. So the first time it goes, believe in what your heart is saying. Can you sort of see how that, I'll sort of explain. It's a little weird the way it looks in the music, but that first B goes all the way over to there. That one we do the second time, okay? Go for it. Keep reading to me.
Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe.
And then stop for a second. There is a repeat sign there, which is those two little dots at the very end of the line. That tells us you gotta go all the way back to the beginning. And we go to the second verse, which starts at trains.
Trains move quickly to their journeys and destinations are where we begin. Ships go sailing far across the sea, trusting starlight to get where they need to be. When it seems that we've lost our way, we find ourselves again on Christmas Day.
And that day should be the second one, where you see how it's got the second ending? So we find ourselves again on Christmas Day, and you'll notice that's a longer note. And then we do the believe in what your heart is saying. And I think after that, you don't have to read it out to me, because then the last page, you just keep singing if you just believe a whole bunch of times. So I'm going to sing it. I'm not going to sing it in my squeaky high voice because it'll be too high for me and I'll just sound beyond horrible. So I'll sing it in my normal voice, but just know if I'm singing way up high like this, you have everything you need. Where you're supposed to be is, you have everything you need. So I want you to, over this week, practice it in the normal spot. I think it's worth the challenge to try for the higher notes. And then, like I say, next week, if you say, it's just a little high, we can adjust it, okay? Because I do have some ideas of what we could do. All right, so I think you'll really like the song. If you do recognize it, please sing along with me, or maybe in the second verse, join with me. I think you're going to really like the song, and it goes like this. Children sleeping, snow is softly falling, dreams are calling like bells in the distance. We were dreamers not so long ago, but one by one we all had to grow up. When it seems the magic slipped away, we find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe. Trains move quickly to inside that give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe. If you just believe. If you just believe. If you just believe. Just believe. Just believe. Did you recognize it at all, or? A little bit, like you may have heard it before. What do you think of the song?
It's a really pretty song.
It is, isn't it? And what a nice message. And really, like, it's great for Christmas, but you could almost sing it any time of the year.
Yeah.
Just kind of, it's got like, almost like a magical kind of feel. Sort of like the movie, which I remember the animation I thought was kind of magical, the way they did it in the movie as well. All right, let's go to some of the other songs. How about I See the Light?
Okay.
Did you want to try that one from memory, do you think? Or maybe see where you're...
Yeah.
Sure, okay. So same thing. You can just use the words when you need to, okay?
Okay.
I have a feeling you probably know most of the words as well. Okay, here we go.
All those days watching from the windows, all those years outside looking in, all that time never even knowing just how blind I've been. Now I'm here blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see. Standing here, it's all so clear. I'm where I'm meant to be. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is blue. And it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything is different now that I see you. Now that I see you.
So beautiful, Kimmy. Wow. And I really believed what you were singing as well. You sang it with a lot of great feeling and really clear, tuneful singing. I would say that that would be a good one. Maybe as we get ready, maybe hopefully for some performances and things like that. That would be a good one. I think it would touch people's hearts hearing you sing it as well, for sure. So beautiful, amazing. All right, let's keep on going. Let's go for the jazzy one. You're never fully dressed without a smile. I'm just writing beside I See the Light. Wow, that was awesome. All right, and I think everything was going well with this song as well. Yep, and I know we put this one in the keyboard, I think, so I get to be your audience again. Here comes the music.
Without a smile.
job, Kimmy. Whew, and you made it through that long last note as well. It's a good one to work on the breath for sure. And your high notes, you managed them really, really nicely too. I thought you did a fabulous job. I'm going to be picky just to talk about a couple little things in case we ever did decide. This would be a good one that you could add some, if you ever decided to perform it, that you could add movement to. And you could either do it like solo or you could even do it with partners as well, because I think it could be a really fun one to do. When we start the song off, and I know you've got the idea for it, because I kind of heard it more in the second one, I would put the H more in your tummy, so what we get is, I don't want to spit on you, so I'm going to go towards my plants. Hey, hobo man, hey, dapper Dan, and then comes from the tummy muscles. Give it a try and just put a little extra H into it, okay?
Hey, hobo man, hey, dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Perfect. All right, and I did comment when you sang it the first time, you tried to sing your high note like more in your chest voice. And when we try to get up into that high note, which is usually the high notes are kind of sitting at the top of the step, it's the one that goes, but brother, you're, that one right there. Let that one definitely travel to your head. And you did it the other times, but the first time I think it was like, I'm going to try and do it. What happens is if we push the chest voice up too high, it tends to go a little flat. Because we're trying to really reach up to it. It's like, again, climbing a mountain. So if you're climbing a mountain, you're always going to be sort of below the peak. But we want to be at the peak on the note. So that's why I would suggest doing the head voice right there. My only other fussy thing, because how often do you say Beau Brummely in real life? Never, ever. And do you remember, I think I made a mention to you that Beau Brummely was supposed to be kind of like a hobo, sort of like just kind of, so if you can, I would do a little bit more. Your clothes may be Beau Brummely. Put the B's right on the front of your lips. Give that a try.
Your clothes may be Bromedy.
They stand around. Exactly. And it just makes the words a little more clear, because if I was listening to you sing in a concert and I've never heard of Beau Brummely before, I wouldn't know what you were singing. So it's important to, even though you may know that the audience isn't going to really know what it is, at least they heard you say Beau Brummely. So if they really want to, they could go home and Google it afterwards or something like that. So just a little bit. So those, hey, ho, man, Beau Brummely. And then just letting your head voice always take the high notes there. Awesome. Let's keep on going. All right, we should have time to do at least one more for today. How about if you pick, do you want to do On the Back of an Eagle or I Enjoy Being a Girl?
On the back of the eagle.
Sounds good. And just again, bear with me here for 2 seconds here. All right, here comes your music.
And
No worries, the ending is weird. I know, the ending is a little weird. Okay, so I only have a couple of things. That was a really solid performance of this as well. And an interesting piece as well. One of the things I like about that one is that there will be some opportunities in about a month. So I'll try to get that information out to you and your mom ASAP, that you can participate singing some Canadian music. And this is by a Canadian composer, so this might be a good potential piece to share. So I wanted to mention one thing. Let's look at the second page of the song. And it's the one that says page 42 at the top. So you have to sing fly, eagle, fly, eagle, fly, eagle, fly. So you have to say fly, eagle 3 times basically. I probably may have said this to you before, but I'll say it many times, is that we can't sing it always the same way. So we have to sing it a little bit different. Maybe one time you accentuate fly. Another time it could be the eagle. And then another time maybe it's louder or softer. So for example, I'm just going to give you this. Yours doesn't have to be like mine. Fly, eagle, fly, eagle, fly, eagle, fly. So each one is a little bit different. It allows the listener to say, oh, that's a little more interesting, you know? So if I just sing fly, I enjoyed everything. You sang smoothly, your pitches were clear, your rhythm was there, all of the right stuff. It's weird how if we just do it a little differently, it changes it. Give it a try just once. And I don't think you even have to look at your music for that part. So just give it a try.
Fly, eagle, fly, eagle, fly, eagle, fly.
Yeah, and just a little bit of change of expression. And what it does is it engages your listener just a little bit more. It's weird how that works. How did it make you feel differently? Were you just thinking it differently? Did it feel better or? Yeah, just it feels different. It's like, again, it's like you're letting it sparkle out. Now, on the next part, when you sing I Would Fly on the Back of an Eagle on a Warm and Windy Day from a Place, I want you to sing that part one more time, and I want you to see if you can do it without looking at the music, and I want you to actually see the eagle. I want you to see the warm and windy day. You could literally just look outside, because it's kind of like that today, and imagine, though, that you're on the roof, or higher than the roof, okay? Go for it.
I would fly on the back of an eagle on a warm and windy day, from a place quite high in the clear blue sky. I would feel.
That's the idea. That's all we had to do there. So when you did that, to me, I felt like I was again part of the picture. And I think if I was doing a performance of it, I would want to share that, even if it's just on a video, like if you don't see other people listening to it, I think you can still show all those things, and we will react to it as well. My only other really fussy thing is the bottom of the page. I remember a song from a time long gone, and I think you're switching it around, which doesn't make a big difference. I think you're saying long time gone. It means pretty much the same thing. I just thought in case we ever did it, like where you might be getting marked or something for it, they might get fussy about that. I remember a song from a time long gone, and just put a little extra T on the word time. Give it a try.
I remember a song from a time long gone.
And that just helps your body remember what that feels like. I said beautiful singing, and you just had a fabulous lesson today. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Keep up the good work. And I will just finish this off right now, and then I'll send the video over to your mom's email address.